This week, 6 different companies shipped AI updates, and for once, almost all of them are things you'll actually notice. Not benchmark announcements, not research papers. We're talking about real features in real products and massive industry shifts going live right now. Google Maps just got its biggest update in a decade. Anthropic gave Claude a whiteboard. NVIDIA made a $26 billion bet that changes the model landscape. Yann LeCun just raised over $1 billion for AMI Labs to prove that chatbots are a wrong turn for the industry. Perplexity turned a Mac Mini into something it's calling an AI employee, and OpenAI is testing a system called Skills that could completely change how ChatGPT handles complex work. NVIDIA just committed $26 billion to build its own AI models and give them away for free as open weight. This means anyone can download and run them. The details first surfaced in regulatory filings this week. NVIDIA is simultaneously releasing Nemotron 3 Super, a 128 billion parameter model. According to NVIDIA's own benchmarks, it outperforms OpenAI's comparable models while delivering roughly 2.2 times better throughput. The strategic logic here is elegant. Open models mean more AI applications get built, more apps mean more compute demand, and more demand means NVIDIA sells more chips. NVIDIA also invested $2 billion this week in Nebius, an AI cloud company. The full picture is becoming clear. NVIDIA isn't just building chips anymore, it's building the whole stack. Google Maps is used by over 2 billion people, and on Thursday, the company shipped what it's calling its most significant navigation update in a decade. There are 2 new features here, both powered by Gemini. The first is Ask Maps. Instead of typing keywords, you can ask a full question, like, "My phone is dying, where can I charge it without waiting in a long line for coffee?" Maps will give you directions and tips pulled from over 500 million contributors. According to Google, it even factors in your past activity, so if you're a vegan, it knows which restaurants to suggest first. The second feature is Immersive Navigation. Google's AI analyzes Street View imagery to build a 3D view of your route in real time. It highlights the details that actually matter for driving: lane markings, stop signs, and upcoming turns. It's the map showing you what the road looks like, not just where it goes. On the same day Maps updated, Anthropic shipped a new beta feature for Claude. They describe it perfectly. Claude now has its own whiteboard. When you're discussing complex topics like compound interest or structural loads, Claude can now build a live interactive visual. Not a static image, a functional element you can click, adjust, and interact with. You can drag sliders to change variables, and the visual updates instantly without starting the conversation over. This is available to every Claude user, including the free plan. It launched just 3 days after OpenAI added similar tools, proving that both companies believe AI should show you things, not just tell you about them. Before we get to Perplexity, there's one more story you need to know. It involves Yann LeCun. He's a Turing Award winner and was Meta's chief AI scientist for 12 years. But in late 2025, he walked away. LeCun believes large language models, the tech behind chatbots, are a statistical illusion. And this week, investors put $1 billion behind that conviction. His new company, AMI Labs, raised that seed round at a $3.5 billion valuation. Backers include Jeff Bezos, NVIDIA, and Samsung. AMI isn't predicting the next word in a sentence. They're building something called JEPA, or the Joint Embedding Predictive Architecture. The goal is AI that understands physical reality, reasoning, and planning, while CEO Alexandra Lebrun says this is a long-term scientific endeavor with no immediate product. It represents a massive political and scientific bet that the industry took a wrong turn with chatbots. Perplexity turned a Mac Mini into something it's calling an AI employee. Perplexity CEO Aravind Srinivas just introduced the personal computer. This is software designed to run 24 hours a day on a Mac Mini, giving AI agents persistent access to your chosen files and apps. Srinivas framed it this way: a traditional operating system takes instructions. An AI operating system takes objectives. You don't type a command, you give it a goal, like research this market or monitor these emails, and it works in the background while you do something else.
Got it. Re-ranking candidates for SwiftUI and launching Mail to draft an email to investors.
According to internal benchmarks, this system compressed 3 years of work into just 4 weeks. It's Mac only at launch and requires a waitlist, with rumored pricing around $200 a month. This one comes with a caveat. OpenAI is internally testing a system codenamed Hazelnut, or simply Skills. This is a shift away from custom GPTs towards a modular system where you teach ChatGPT standalone abilities, like a specific financial analysis workflow. These skills can be combined automatically when a task requires it. You could invoke them directly with slash commands, like /financial analysis. If this ships, it moves ChatGPT much closer to being a full AI operating system. 6 months ago, AI was a tool you visited. You opened a tab, asked a question, and closed it. This week proves that era is over. Maps now understands your goals. Claude builds interactive visuals. NVIDIA is making frontier-class models free to build with. Perplexity is running on your hardware 24/7. And OpenAI is learning your specific workflows. AI is being woven into the tools you already use. Which of these 5 updates will have the biggest impact on your work? Is it the always-on agent from Perplexity or the AI layered into Google Maps? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you want a deeper breakdown of the NVIDIA GTC keynote happening Monday, make sure you're subscribed. I'll see you in the next one.